Hello and welcome. I'm on the used lot again because there's hardly any new cars. This is a Fiat 500, but what's different about this car, it's a 500e. This is an electric car. Now, here's the thing about this car. They sold 25,000 of these about in 7 model years. This is an 18. This car has an 87-mile range. Okay? 87 miles. It's only got 10,000 miles on it, but you would expect that because it doesn't have any range to it. These are 185 55 R15s. At least they'd be cheap to replace. It's super tiny. It's barely longer than the door. All right, barely longer than the door. It does have automatic climate control. It's tinted. Here's another thing. These cars were only sold new in California and Oregon. What do you think about that? And the dealer bought this car from auction. And I have no idea why, really. I mean, we're here in Lafayette, Indiana, and it gets pretty cold here in the wintertime. Plus, there's no dealer to fix them. There's no Fiat dealer here to fix it. You have to go over 60 miles to the nearest Fiat dealer. What do you think about that? It's not like you can just take this down to Midas and get it fixed or whatever. This electric car, this is going to have to go to the dealer if there's any problems with it. Now, for 3 years, they gave people 12 days of rental car of a gas car, but that's probably up. That's probably why they got rid of this. Here's another thing to consider. On the Carfax of this car, it says that the dealer did an oil change in preparation for selling this car. All right, so that is absolutely not true. You don't change the oil in an electric car. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about Carfax. Carfax is not 100%. It only reports what it's told. The dealer said oil change, which is not true. See that first digit 3? These are all made in Mexico, Hecho and Mexico. So you know they're high quality, tiny vehicles. 87 miles. It takes about 4 hours on a 240, 4.5 hours. So it said to charge it. So you can install a dryer type plug in your house, which is costs you a couple $100 for an electrician to do that, and charge this thing up at night. Remember, in the winter, which we get pretty cold here, you can lose as much as 50% of your charge because of cold weather. So this theoretically could have a range in the 40 to 50 miles in the wintertime, and that degrades over time as the battery gets older. Would I get this car? No. It's $17,000. It was $32,000 new, minus tax incentives. You don't get those incentives when you buy them used. Keep that in mind also. But, I mean, come on. No dealer or anything. And just not having a dealer to fix this, that is a real problem. I think that's a problem. Because it's not something that can just go to an average place and get it fixed. And it's super tiny. Yeah, you're saving the planet. I don't know. Buying a car made in Mexico that has an 80-mile range, I don't know. I'm not super impressed. Yeah. 111 horsepower engine or motor, right? Electric motor, 111 horsepower. Not going to be blistering acceleration either, like you normally get out of an electric car. It's more of like a runabout for the West Coast. I could see it could do good there, but not here. Not really here in the United States. All right, so I don't know. They don't make them anymore, by the way. Don't make them anymore. Something to think about. You'll probably not see another one. I've never seen one on the road, especially here, because they don't sell them. It has to be trucked here. Can you imagine? Think about this. Driving this car from California to Indiana with an 87-mile range, and you can't use all the range. You need to park before you get there. So how long would that take? This is not the kind of car. This is the second car that you would have. And for $17,000, I think you can get, a lot of these used cars here where you can just go fill them up. So there you go. That's a Fiat 500e electric. Not many sold, and I'll probably never see another one, and I don't mind that. All right, so thanks for watching, and we'll be back on the lot with another car soon.